TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up for turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
And good evening, race fans. Welcome in live to the Full Velocity Racing Network, and we are live tonight inside the Williams Grove Speedway, Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. As I've already can't English, and 45 seconds in, we come to you live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Good evening, everybody. Phil LaCassiere, Jack chewing on the controls, and even my buddy Todd Stanton has worked his way onto the announcer's booth here tonight. We got 10 cars on hand, a three-way team to do it. Todd, it is good to have you back alongside. Welcome back to Street Fights. Welcome back to Williams Grove. It's been a while.
Definitely, it's been a couple of weeks since I've actually been here to broadcast a Wednesday night street fight race. I know Bud Elijah was doing it with us for a while there, Phil, having a lot of issues with his computer side of things. Tonight, able to do it here on a Wednesday night. Glad to be back in line with you and Jack, and definitely going to be interesting here. Kind of a smaller car count, but that doesn't mean that the racing will be bad. It means it probably will be exceptional. Usually, Phil, the last race that these guys had a shorter field, it was a really close finish.
It was, and I'm expecting that here tonight. It looks like we made 10 and maybe potentially an 11th car sprinkling its way into the pit area as well. So before we get racing here tonight at the Grove, let's go trackside for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, in the home of the brave?
Thank you to Dirty Grass Soul, the playing of our national anthem. Thank Charlie Milner at Milner Media and Design for putting that one together for us. And got to thank, of course, the great sponsors of this great league brought on by the Dirt Warrior Racing League, the Pinnacle of iRacing Dirt Leagues. Got to thank Jug Fabrication and 72 DJ Man Racing, a part of the big group that goes into doing Wednesday night street fights every week. And this time it is time to move the battleground into the Williams Grove Speedway. We have 11 cars out there. One lonely heat race to go 8 laps around tonight. Todd, I'm going to show you your back squared with us. We ready for a 3D Racing starting lineup?
Well, taking a gander at the 3D Racing starting lineup here at the Williams Grove Speedway, Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Starting on the pole, driving the number 319 machine. It's actually the 69 machine. Is David Brewer. His days part of the outside. That is racing Jason Salter, aboard car number 10. Inside row number 2 in the third starting spot, that'll be Kevin Prettyman aboard car number 88. And outside of him, the evil one himself, that's Jim Revis aboard that number 21. Fifth starter sees Alex Brewer in car number 1. Alex Brewer in that fifth spot. In sixth will be good old D-Fed in the number 86 machine, Derek Fetkenauer. And next row back in the seventh starting spot, that'll be Mitch Enos aboard car 097. And Henry Jones aboard that number 25. Going to roll off position number 8. Ninth starter sees the number 36 of John Monkern. And outside of him, Kyle Moore aboard the 111. Last on the field, looks like I have the number 61 of Josh Peacock.
It's all sorts of jumbled up, too, because I don't believe the 88 car gridded. I don't see Kevin Prettyman on the grid. I can tell you for sure Alex Brewer got it ended the longest line for winning last week's round of Wednesday night street fights. I believe Mitch Enos went to the back as well. So, yeah, the starting lineup a little bit jumbled up. But
that was the official starting grid.
It was the official starting grid. You're right. It certainly was. I was reading along with you. Not how they started. But we're going to start now. Green flag going up in the air. That red and white number 69, David Brewer. Well, David's not scared. He's going to lead the way. We're 2 and almost 3 wide racing out of 2.
And John Monkern down to the inside of Jason Salter. Josh Peacock right there knocking on the door down to the inside of Jim Revis. Good side-by-side battling going on here from second, third, fourth, and fifth position. Derek Fetkenauer kind of on the outside looking in right now. In the sixth spot, looking at some great battles going on, almost 3 wide for that third spot as Monkern moves slightly in front of the number 10 of racing Jason Salter. Salter right now trying to work over the top shelf of the Speedway. Monkern now has other plans. He dips it down to the inside of the number 69 machine of David Brewer coming off of turn number 4.
Little dipsy due to the low side for the 36 car as to go race along for the race lead out of turn number 4 as we put 2 laps on the board. And that's going to be an abrupt 2 laps because our first Team Hard Motorsports yellow flag of the evening falls with 2 laps complete. I think we get 2. We get 3 in there. Maybe got 3rd in there potentially as well as they spun around out of turn number 4, the 86 of Fetkenauer and the 88 of Kevin Prettyman. They got involved in some little bit of exchange off turn number 4. They both get together. A 3rd car spun in there late, so there was a checkup. Moyer was the 3rd car involved. So they were a little checkup. I think Derek broke out of the gas a little bit, and 88 had just nowhere to go on him.
Yeah, the Hammer became a turtle. The number 25 of the Hammer, Henry Jones, going upside down on his lid. First TDR Racing turtle of the evening. Yeah. Well, he tried to wheelie it.
He did. At least this wasn't off at 2, Todd. That would have happened off at 2 if they did this. Somebody probably would have get impaled by that weird gate over there.
Yeah, they don't ever close that gate either.
Sure, even has a hinge on it or whatever you want to call it on it to make the thing close.
Quite a bit of fans in the stands, Phil, too. Not used to seeing that up here in upstate New York.
No. I guess
not legally.
I guess they do that in Pennsylvania at some racetracks out there that we're supposed to. I applaud their efforts.
Yeah, definitely applaud their efforts. There's some tracks in New York State following the same kind of suit. So we'll see what's going to transpire. Phase 4 came to us. Phil is going to come to us tomorrow, and now there is multiple phases to Phase 4 now. And we went from 25 people crowds to we're going to go to 50. So we're allowed to have 50. 50 spectators. What's it going to do, Phil?
Absolutely flipping nothing. I know. I saw a press conference today with the Emperor in New York and
Yeah,
the
they're not
King from
allowed.
Connecticut and the Wingnut in New Jersey as well. You know, New Jersey, they're going to open up, you know, the bowling alleys, but not gyms. And go figure that one out. Well, no. Let's concentrate on something happy. Let's talk about racing. That's what we're doing. As we go back to it, it's going to be David Brewer, 69 car, going to lead the way down the back chute. We got Salter in for 2, Revis back for 3. Good race going on for the 4th spot. Monkern under pressure from Josh Peacock as he's down to the low side on the 4.
I just got to make sure, Phil, I self-quarantine myself after getting out of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania when I come back. I don't, well, maybe it's not on that list. It's not on that list yet, but it'll probably be sooner or later. But David Brewer, your race leader. Jason Salter running in that 2nd spot. 3rd is Jim Revis aboard that number 21 machine, not looking down to the inside of Salter. But Salter has that momentum about the middle groove. They're just setting that right rear tire in the middle portion of the track. We're going to see white flag here over the heat race, the one and only heat race of the evening.
White flag is in the air as I'm just kind of wondering to myself, if all the folks vacationing, coming back home, how are they going to track down all the ones that left to go on vacation? You'll never know. You just think the prospect of it is scary. You know what is scary right now? Well, this effort for the race lead at 3 and 4. Jason Salter brings a Trash Panda car to the inside. David Brewer going to lead him on a 4, and he will take the checkered flag in our heat race this evening. Brewer over Jason Salter, Jim Revis, Josh Paycock, Alex Brewer, John Monkern, Kevin Prettyman,
He wants that cash, that paycheck.
Paycock. Fedkin Howard Boyer and Henry Jones completed our 11 cars for our lone and single heat race tonight, which means it's about time for our feature event. But we get a 60-second warm up before we get there. We want to take a drink during the break or whatever we're talking about, Tom. We got something we can talk about.
Nothing that's rather good here besides, like you said, the self-quarantine, and we were just talking about that, Phil. And Google Maps. You know your phone tracks you, right? Every step you go, you can go to Google Maps and it'll tell you where you've been for the last, I don't know, whatever you've had the phone for.
Somehow I feel like I'm having my rights, kind of trampled on if they're tracking that I was in the South on vacation and I come home and, well, they're going to knock at my door and, put the shackles on me like, you're not allowed to leave. I mean, good luck. That's probably true. That's true. See what happens. You probably want us to get silent during these little 1-minute intermissions, but you get us thinking out loud. You hear us off the cuff, and they're getting this for just watching live free here tonight via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitter. This is something we would do over like that supporter tab there. There's a little badge. You want to become a supporter of the Full Velocity Racing Network, $4.99 a month. Get us up to 25 subscribers there. We will create some cool content together, maybe something going on behind the scenes. It's gonna be colorful. Promise you that. It will be, make stream us. We've been known to break into some rounds of golf. Guys can watch Jack and our buddy Hot Rod and maybe Todd when he comes in, our foursome from time to time, and watch us get our tail kicked around the links. Jack and Hot Rod don't say much when they hang out and here with us, Todd, but think they certainly do talk to us on the golf course now, don't they?
Nope.
No. Jack says no.
We don't. We don't ever talk to you, Phil.
No.
We only talk to Todd. Todds are cool.
They are. Jeff Brown is cool too as he makes his way here.
Jeff Brown's real cool. Hey.
Let's get ready for our 3D Racing starting lineup, Phil. We'll do this old school style here with the 11 cars starting on the pole, driving the number 69 machine. It's so used to calling them 319, but the 69. That's David Brewer and his dancing part of the outside, driving the Trash Panda Graphics number 10 machine. That's racing Jason Salter.
Ain't seen that 69 car before, have you?
No.
Driver for like about 6 weeks over here, probably more than that. David Brewer on the pole. Row number 2 with car number 21, the Evil One Graphics 21 car. That is Jim Revis with the JP Design 61 alongside of Josh Peacock.
Yeah, I've seen it before, Phil. Still not used to it. The number 1 of Alex Brewer rolling off in the 5th spot. Then John Monkern aboard car number 36, going to roll off position number 6.
In position at number 7 will be car number 88, RJM Motorsports, bringing us Kevin Prettyman with the 097 alongside of Mitch Enos.
Rolling off in position, NINE, number 9. And that's the number 86, Derek Fedkenauer, and then Kyle Moyer aboard the 111. Going to roll off position number 10.
And going shotgun, scattered on the field with car number 25, the Hammer Henry Jones. I think he's going to start around 9th because I believe last week's winner, Alex Brewer, gets tagged the end of the longest line, and he did. With the Heartland Harley Davidson number 1 car, he will start tail end. Charlie, that's what you do. You win Wednesday night street fights. You come back next week. You try to defend your title. You do it from the rear. Alex Brewer is one of the guys. We know he runs well here at the Grove. This guy can get it done out there from last. He certainly can. Is off turn number 4. We put the GuyRacingGuyFlag.com. Green flag in the air. 50 green flag laps. Let's get it done here tonight in Knoxville. Williams Grove. Better the right state.
Gomer took Jason Salter.
Yeah. Gomer made Jason Salter leave the building, Phil. He has been beamed up into that
2 races in a row.
Oh, we got a yellow flag, too. The first yellow flag here of the evening. Looks like Kyle Moyer involved in this one. And let's see. It looks like, yep, the aliens trying to take Kyle Moyer. They wanted the 2 for Phil tonight. They wanted Jason Salter and Kyle Moyer. Oh, I don't know why they wanted both of those guys.
You remember what happened one night ago to us when there was 2 aliens abductions? There was a 3rd one, too. Let's not have the 3rd one happen again, either.
What, Phil?
That was me. I was gone. They took me away. Didn't let me back, and I got back in time to see y'all take the checkered flag in the feature. It was kind of really grumpy. But you and Jeff did a heck of a job. It was always nice to hear the sweet, sexy, sultry voice of Mr. Brown when he joins us.
Quit unplugging your modem during the races and you won't have that problem.
Yeah.
I thought he went to the hot dog stand or nacho stand.
He did. He enjoys it.
I can't confirm or deny that I would freak with the hot dog stand. Can't do it.
The sad thing is, Todd, he didn't even bring us anything back.
Yeah, I know.
I was trying.
Cause-
I was trying to send them through the chat last night. That's all the communication I had to y'all. The little yellow light on the stupid modem was blinking, wouldn't, let go back through. So I fully intended to bring you back food.
Yeah, right. Whatever.
My fat ass ate it on the way back. I'm sorry.
We've heard that shit before. I mean, that stuff before.
Hey, Cody McKnight's out there watching. What's up, C-Mac? Good to see you out there, brother. I see it's like Greg and Maureen Mead out there watching as well, rooting on for Mitchell Enos. So that's cool to see some different flavor out there chiming in the chat. You're watching out there in the Facebook Live chat. That's what I'm monitoring. Give us a shout out. Say hello, where you're watching from. Hope everybody is doing well. We're obviously doing well, or however you can depict well for us. But hey, we're getting ready to rock and roll. Looks like the lights are out here at the Williams Grove Speedway. 1 lap of 50 complete. It'll be all green flag laps. Feel like it's for the tail of my week. All week long is David Brewer going to lead now. Jim Revis, Josh Peacock, Alex Brewer, and John Monkern going to be our top 5 as the green flag goes back to the air.
So Phil, I asked Google what the yellow light. It says if you cannot connect to the internet, the blinking yellow light may mean the cable from the modem to the airport device is unplugged.
That was the blinky light on the modem.
Yeah, it says it was unplugged.
We can pull the phone out here if you want me to. Well, there's
I just asked
live stream the modem resetting.
Is the yellow flag going to come back out?
My modem light is green. All right, I'm just going to sit here and be silent. Yellow flag is out for the 2nd time. Why are we under yellow?
The best.
You never do such a thing.
Alex Brewer going around Phil after contact with the 86 of Derek Fedkenauer, also including Mitchell Enos too in the 097. Those guys going to join tail end Charlie. So 2 around here on lap number 2 of 50.
Hey, I'm out there watching the chat, Todd. Cody McKnight said he's getting ready to leave for the Firecracker 100 this weekend. That sounds hot.
Lernerville, Pennsylvania.
Sure is, Lernerville.
I've been there a
Nice.
couple different times.
I didn't think they were allowing fans.
Oh, they are. They are. There's some very creative racetracks out there right now. A couple of them, becoming a big fast food industry. Well, they're becoming restaurants, Phil. Fantastic.
I love
Fantastic
it.
to make the restaurants out there, of the racetracks. You make them restaurants. Fantastic idea.
One of my most favorite short tracks in the entire country. My favorite dirt track I've ever been to. I'm not gonna give it the name, but I hear they're gonna open up Saturday night. They're gonna, no fans allowed in, but you can enter through the pits. You can go eat at the world famous restaurant they have and sit outside and dine for the cover charge. And it's kind of funny because that little paddock they got next to the racetrack, you can see it. Pretty dang good, perfect view. Very creative. Not going to give the name out there to everybody, but I'm pretty sure it's a little city called West Lebanon. I'll let you figure out the state.
Definitely fantastic idea. Is a lot of them starting to fall back onto that because they are mini restaurants too. Phil, built into it. Anytime you go to a short track, man, the food. Love the food.
Eric wants to know what happened to Salter.
Salter was abducted by aliens, and he was not put back.
Maybe his light is blinking yellow too. You can call him out and say, hey, maybe he reset the modem. Maybe he want to take on Williams Grove here tonight. You guys do it to me. No, I never would pull the plug on it. No, I'd have to actually get my foot way the heck over here to do that, and I ain't that limber. I did that, I'd probably blow a hip, and I'd probably never get off the floor. But either way, we get the green flag back in the air. David Brewer leads, but he is under siege because that blue and black and white number 61, Josh Peacock, he is to the low side. Peacock versus Brewer for the race lead down the back chute.
Yeah, Peacock down to the inside, David Brewer to the outside, the battle of the 60s, the 61 and the 69, as David Brewer just trying to hang on here as you watch John Moncur make a mistake. Oh, Jim Revis comes down to the extreme inside as Josh Peacock making a costly mistake in the middle portion of the track there, Phil. Now Jim Revis down to the inside, side-by-side battle for the second spot. Revis now trying to shoot the gap, too, for the race leaders. They come down the back straightaway, but it's a good side-by-side battle for the second spot as they enter turn 3.
Peacock on the outside lane, Revis down to the low side. The Colonel John Moncur in the 36. He'll ride behind the 21 car. I thought John may make a look down to the low side over in 3, potentially 3 wide. They sailed him off the corner. Revis and Peacock still door to door for second as Brewer goes around.
Yeah, Brewer goes around. A lot of contact going on. Yellow flag going to come out. I think the yellow flag was kind of mysteriously thrown out pretty quickly there. I don't know. I think they could have kept it going, but contact there. I think Peacock just getting into the corner a little heavy there. A little bit of a net code issue, I believe. Because I didn't see those two cars make contact there, Phil. I just seen some net code here on my end. Peacock goes around, and so does the 69, and all kinds of carnage ensues after that.
Yeah, there was enough touchy there to get him loose and almost around, but I'm not sure there wasn't something happening further behind that, because that yellow, you said, it did look like it. Looks like he had an itchy trigger finger to throw that yellow out there. So yellow flag number 3 in the main event. 6 laps in a 50. We're going to get him in one at a time here at the Williams Grove Speedway. And I was talking off air to Jack about it and say, you know, this track is feast or famine at the Grove. Always has been. You either get a really good race, caution-free, terrific battles, or you get one where it's start, stop all night long. This place is probably, if not the most challenging dirt track in iRacing, it's got to be in the top 2. I think this race, number 1, is toughest joints to get around.
Yeah, I was talking about loading up the street stack coming to Racing Williams Grove. Well, until I found out it was Williams Grove, Phil. Pretty much don't like the track myself. Not my favorite track. It looks like they may have let Salter back.
Chicken.
Yeah, Salter's back, Phil.
He is back, and he's waving around the pace car.
The aliens abducted him. He still he was allowed to come back. Hopefully they didn't prod him too much, and he'll be able to get to racing from the tail end.
Salter can take it
like a champ.
Eric, look up. You got as far, Eric, to lose connection twice. I lost it once. They didn't let me back in. But I guess if you ask who you may ask in this room, they may tell you I pulled the plug. I never do that during the show. I'm better than that.
Puller, pug.
I get staged.
Can we take a vote on that?
All in favor that
Wow.
Phil pulled the plug, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Oh,
You're busted.
nay.
It's already too late.
Nay.
It's already too late. It's 3-1. He's gone.
Hey, I'm the weak link on the island. Goodbye.
He's gonna pull the plug again.
You know, does that get old Jim out there in second? You know, he used to do our iRacing iFlag graps, and I know he quit doing that, but man, he can drive.
He can sometimes. He certainly can. He's a guy who's we've seen him win a lot of rounds of Wednesday night street fights before, so Jim knows how to get the job done. And look who's up there running in third. How about Kevin Prettyman? You want to talk about a guy who's got better and better and better as the seasons have gone on? It's probably one of the biggest improvements we've seen as far as this league goes, Todd. The 88 car. Prettyman's going to grab one of these top 3 runs one of these days. He's been just knocking on the door week after week. He's always there. Messes up toward the end. Sounds like my round of golf. Put the first 16 holes together and messed the last 2 up. Hopefully Prettyman can get it done.
Yeah, green flag back out here. The iRacing iFlag green flag is David Brewer going to lead the charge down into turn number 1. The 21 of Jim Revis right there. Running in that second spot, peaks down to the bottom side of the Speedway. Side by side down the back straightaway. Revis showing the whole car to the 69 machine this time as it goes down into turn. Oh, lots of contact there between Prettyman and the 86 of Derek Fedkin. Now we're yellow, yellow, yellow. Cautions breed, cautions, Phil. And Dr. Creed is available now. Phil, is the cases of the corona went down. I think the case of the yellow fever going up.
Todd, I got the bill for Monday. We can't afford him tonight. Can't do it.
Oh, man, that's 2 points tonight. Derek Fenton out where turtle, Phil.
He is in the turn 3 wall. Back end gets caught up there and goes up on its lid. Had the help from the 88 car. They come to a rest. One into the 88. I didn't see that. Let's see back here again as I'm kind of watching on the notorious Jeff Brown delay here. I thought it was pretty sweet last night. Jeff was able to do a great job calling the race there, delayed. But yeah, so that was defed upside down, and they disappeared. He got the old tow truck.
That's tough there, Phil. Very tough to be upside down on your lid here. Lap 7 of 50 here. These guys having a hard time get to go into Williams Grove Speedway, Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Want to say hello to everyone out there. Facebook Live. No, there's not as many viewers out there, but hey, go ahead and share it out there. Let everybody know that we're live here. You got the Phil, Todd, and Jack Attack. Jeff Brown also with us here, making some comments, making everything interesting here this evening. And hey, if you've not become a supporter of the Full Velocity Racing Network, we'd like to throw some content out there, Phil. I know behind the scenes stuff would be kind of juicy. Hot takes would be fantastic if it came back. I'm almost thinking that may come back with you and I, and maybe even Jack and Jeff for that matter. Maybe we'll have a really, really hot night one night and just sit around the table and just talk about all the issues that we have here with everything.
Jeff has never been here for hot takes.
Oh no, he has
goodness.
Not. The round table.
Yeah, I'm down.
Explode. I'm so in for that. But get us to 25 supporters, folks.
Yes.
Become a supporter there on Facebook Live. 25. We will do a hot take, a round table discussion. And with all what's going on right now, it would be juicy because I am juiced up on a lot of things. Oh, you can. Too. Certainly can. That would be a lot of fun. It would definitely be controversial. Controversy creates a buzz. But Jack says we're back to racing, and I click the live button. Hey, they are. We're already in the back chute. Click the live button. It works. Jim Revis to the inside of David Brewer. That's the race for the race lead. That's door-to-door out of 4.
A good battle for the race lead is everybody knocking the snot out of one another towards the middle portion of the back there, Phil. But that number 21 down to the inside. Jim Revis is side by side with the 69. This time he pulled a little bit of a nose ahead there through 1 and 2. Pulled up alongside of him again down the back. Straight away, Revis on the inside, the 69. A Brewer on the outside, Kyle Moyer, and that number 11 machine right there on the outside looking in that third spot. 4th is Alex Brewer. Coming all the way from dead last, Phil. He had a lot of guys spin out in front of him. You see a lot of damage to the front end nose of that number 1 machine. But Jim Revis, I think he went around all by himself, Phil. I really do.
Oh no, not Jim. That was all netcode. That was not. No way. Yeah, that was netcode. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he hit the wall, so that's
he hit the wall. I think he hit the wall.
That is all by his selfie.
No. That's netcode.
Phil,
stick out.
cue the stick.
Get it on.
We could do a stick. Wow, he did. He arced it right there, hit the front end off the wall. I guess you could call that that's a rookie selfie stick. Jim Revis breaks out the Full Velocity Racing Network selfie stick. If you haven't heard the stick before, well, you spin around all by yourself and you cause mayhem like that right there. Well, we pass you out. It means you want TV time. You get to go take a selfie with us. So we'll hand Jim the selfie stick on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Give us a
Hey!
I couldn't do it. It was netcode. Jim, I'm sticking up for you. Purely netcode.
Oh, that wall just jumped out and grabbed him.
See, you seen it too, Todd.
You know, at least it was a wall.
Oh,
I wish it was a
Could have
tire.
been a lot worse.
Should have been a tire. Team Todd. Shut up, Phil.
it could have been a tire. He would have at least been stuck down there. Maybe he had a chance to ramp it.
He'd have been stuck and everybody would have piled in there. We would have had 10 junk cars. Yeah. Been like old Bo Duke, ramping a tire,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
horn out. Yeehaw!
I think that
Oh, he didn't go there. Well, for those out there watching, we're having a good time here tonight. Dirt Warrior Racing League Wednesday Night Street Fights presented by our friends here at Dirt Warrior Racing League. Got to thank Junk Fabrication and DJ Man 72 Racing for coming out, being our sponsors here for this season. Season number 10. Can you believe it, Todd? It's been 10 seasons of Street Fights. We got here at the end of season 1. It's incredible.
wow, good for these guys.
I don't know what's hanging off the bridge, but if you're out there watching, I hope you're doing well. Call a lynch mob, come hang out with us. Let's go racing.
I think it was your underwear, Phil. You threw it up there again.
You gotta be wearing something to hang them out there.
Oh no.
Y'all are vomiting. That's what you're doing right now. Had to hang them out. We had chili dogs last night when we left. Fell out of the server with a chili dog stand.
I think that caused one of my printers to stop printing.
Oh my goodness. It's off the rails. Why these guys say we only want 2 of you guys out here on a Wednesday night because you get 3 or 4 of us and all things us all go sorts of sideways. But we have a sideways race for the lead up front. David Brewer now a new challenger, the white and green number 11. Down to the low side is Kyle Moyer. Brewer versus Moyer. 2 new contenders up there battling for the lead down in turn 1.
Yeah, coming down into turn number 1, Kyle Moyer, number 11 machine down to the inside there. Looks like he got a little bit of a nose in front, a little bit more than Jim Revis was able to do. Down the back straightaway, though, that number 69 of David Brewer fights back on the outside. Alex Brewer still sitting in that 3rd spot. Getting ready to complete lap number 14 of 50 here. Off of turn number 4 here, Williams Grove looks like at the line going to be again David Brewer. In car number 69, here comes the number 11 down to the inside one more time. Kyle Moyer trying to inch his way ahead. Can he slide up in front? Nope, not quite yet. That 69 still fighting back.
That inside lane is starting to come in down there, and I think Moyer this time to 3 and 4 is just a lap that he can clear that 69 car out high. They drag race out of the 4th turn. Brewer takes that red car, lays that throttle pedal in. He'll stay on to the race lead. Moyer going to stay true to the inside. You look at 2x2 behind them as well. Alex Brewer versus Josh Peacock, couple of all-time foes. We got 2 rows side by side for the top 4 spots down the back chute.
That number 11 down to the inside, Kyle Moyer. And you can get out of our channel.
Yeah, goodbye. Didn't know who that was, but didn't look like somebody we recognized. So yeah, they can go away. Sorry about that.
We had to move somebody out.
He had unwanted security, and we would have called the cops, but they probably would give us that message that sorry, this number is no longer in service. So we took care of it.
Man, we got aliens taking cars.
Weird people coming into the booth.
We got Phil not wearing any underwear. And unknown people coming into the booth now.
We're not even halfway home. Are we in the Twilight Zone?
I think we are tonight. Williams Grove would starting to produce some good racing though, Phil. The number 11 of Kyle Moyer down to the inside. We got a battle for the 2nd spot again. Look at Josh Peacock back up to the third spot. Oh, Kyle Moyer gets out of shape. Leaves the door now wide open for the 61 and Josh Peacock. Peacock now to the second spot.
And I thought there was going to be a little catastrophe there because Moyer's car wobbled quite a bit, and I thought he had the left rear of the 61 car in sight. How they didn't wreck, I don't ever know. But Moyer with a great save. Peacock goes to the outside lane, all chasing the race leader, David Brewer. Look right behind there, running in fourth. We got Alex Brewer also in John Moncur's 36 car. Well, he's become a player. Top five have kind of sailed away for the rest of the group.
And definitely, you're watching Mitchell. Oh, Peacock, something going wrong with that. And oh, so is a Brewer. So he saves it, though.
What?
Oh, he was all kinds out of shape. Not sure what happened there. Woo.
Oh, yeah.
What a
Holy
great
cow.
save.
Wow. Did Brewer not spin around?
Oh, he saved
The
it.
car was wrecked. Oh, my goodness. There's a lot going on there. I guess that's how we were taking David Brewer at the lead. Peacock free falls as well. A new Brewer takes the challenge on the outside lane. That's the one car of Alex Brewer. Ones are wild. Brewer versus Kyle Moyer. They'll race for the race lead. Crosser remove. Put the one car to the low side on the four.
And Alex Brewer down to the inside. Last week's winner now looking to double down here tonight at the Williams Grove Speedway in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Moyer now fighting back. John Moncurn right there. And David Brewer still in the top four as a Moyer. Now back down to the inside, diving off into turn number 3. Brewer up on the top shelf. Alex Brewer, that is that number 1 machine, side by side battle. Look at the momentum gain, though, from the top shelf of the Speedway for Alex Brewer. We're going to lead this time by.
Yeah, he certainly is. One car going to take the lead. Now, as we head toward the east end of the Speedway, in terms of number 1 and 2, watching these drivers start to rim ride up the top side, and they are really running that thing on a racetrack off the exit of 2. And I'm telling you what, and it almost happened there, about 3 or 4 cars, they're getting really close to the opening of that gate. Keep an eye on that. It's getting close. Well, they're bumping the wall, and somebody almost skirted out to the opening. And I don't think you're going to make it through the opening. You're probably going to hit something.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to make it there. It definitely has caught a lot of different people. As the number 36, John Moncurn, looked to the inside just a little bit ago here, around trying to get around Kyle Moyer. But he got a little bit tail happy, Phil, trying to find some bite, but he seems to be lighting the rear tires up on the number 36 machine.
Track is really slick right now, Todd. It really is. They're trying to lay that throttle pedal in really hard, and they're all getting back in squirrely out of the corners. And I think a racetrack like that, well, it falls right into Alex Brewer's hands, who has come from the back of the field to the race lead. Last week's winner of Wednesday Night Street Fights, car number 1, will lead us out of turn number 4. And this time around, 24 laps will go complete. We're 1 lap away from halfway.
Yeah, 1 lap away is, like you said, Phil, it's Alex Brewer there in that number 1 machine. Then you got Kyle Moyer running 2, John Moncurn, David Brewer, and Josh Peacock. Peacock's had some pretty good runs there in that number 61 machine, able to get himself back inside the top 2 a couple of different occasions, but now seems to be struggling there after a little bit of contact. We're going to be halfway home this time by 25 in, 25 to go here for car number 1 of Alex Brewer.
Telling you what, Brewer and Moyer having a good run right now, but how about this 36 car, John Moncurn, the Colonel? He is right in the mix as well. 36 car running in 3rd, and he's got a couple of really good customers behind him with David Brewer and Josh Peacock running 4th and 5th. We've seen Moncurn win at DWRL before. That 36 car is a good piece here tonight. Can he contend for a potential race win through the second half of this one?
We're going to have to see there, Phil, as everything's starting to close up. It seems like when the fuel load's wearing off on some of these cars, they start to get a little bit faster because they're indeed lighter. But that also can change their setup to make it tighter. But it seems like number 36 of John Moncurn set up for a longer run here. Peacock has looked to the inside a couple different times on that number 69 of David Brewer. Peacock in 5th. David Brewer in the 4th spot, and also Michelinos right there knocking on the door. So those 3 drivers battling out for 4th, 5th, and 6th is up front. All Alex Brewer so far. And that number 1 machine, and he is starting to pull away from the rest of the field.
Really is top. The leader is checked out there from our 2nd place runner, Moyer. 3rd place back there, we find Moncurn. But we have a wreck back here for around 4th. I think the 61 car may have went around. Yellow flag on the Speedway. Peacock and Michinos get together. And we slow it down once again here, Todd, now with 28 laps complete. Jack to say this looked like a sandwich. Don't care, almost a sandwich. It's making me hungry. He got really loose. Car danced. I think he had a little, was there contact with him at 69 that got the 61 out of shape? Yeah, there was. And poor Michinos was just kind of minding his business. Got hooked in the right rear and takes a just hard hit to the outside wall on the driver's side. I don't like seeing cars hit that way. Michinos goes for a ride. Peacock can stop. We've seen a lot of stuff here in Williams Grove here tonight, Todd. What do you think? 22 laps remaining. What are our expectations?
Questions, he's saying.
Todd left us. Maybe it was Todd's turn for the beer run. Your lights are indeed out. We kept the mics hot, but not really a whole lot of exciting to say right there. I think this is our 6th yellow flag of this one. Off to number 4. Let's put the iRacingIFlag.com green flag in the air. All the pinners are working again. All the race cars are working again. Green flag back out. Let's race for the lead there, Todd, on a turn 2.
Yeah, racing for the lead. Going to see if we racing for the lead can unfold here. Kyle Moyer looks to the inside. Good battle going on for 3rd and 4th, though, between David Brewer and John Monkern and Josh Peacock down there. 3 wide for the 3rd spot. That was number 10, actually. Racing Jason Salter way down to the bottom of the speedway. After a few visits with Gomer, he's back, Phil, and he is raging there in that 4th spot.
Certainly is. They put him all the way back to the lead lap in the Trash Panda Graphics number 10. He is a rolling. It is cool to see Salter back in a street stock. I can't remember the last time I see the 10 car out here in these streets, man. It's fun to see. Of course, we know Jason a long time following this lead forever, but I believe somebody got really loose the middle. Was that the 69 car all out of shape? He lost a couple of spots. That was. He lost a spot there to Jim Revis went on by. Josh Peacock went around, and I think he could fall all the way back here to Kevin Prettyman, number 88 also. So David Brewer having some issues here as we eclipse 30 laps complete. Race leader is Alex Brewer with car number 1. And I'm going to tell you what, I've seen hundreds of these races here at this league. You put Alex Brewer out front on a slick racetrack, he's usually pretty tough to handle. But he may have a new challenger coming. That 10 car is lurking. Salter now working for the 3rd spot under Monkern. Remember, Jason Salter, he was pretty dang good at these slick tracks too. Yeah, looks like Todd may have exited.
Well,
Maybe he's still here. I thought he pulled the cord.
No pulling cord. No pulling cord. Just for some reason, the headset decided to mute on myself. So I don't know how I did that, but that's the last time I'll do that.
Special Todd. We're going to say Special Todd. We got something special happening up here up front as well, as Kyle Moyer has not only run down the back of Alex Brewer, he has found his way to the low side. We have a race for the lead brewing. Tongue-in-cheek there. Brewer versus Moyer, 34 laps complete, and these two cars continue side by side on a 4.
I continue to race for the lead here down the front straightaway, down into turn number 1. Moyer down to the bottom. He's catfishing it there over there, 1 and 2, and Alex Brewer up there pushing the cushion in that number 1 machine. As Brewer able to have the advantage down the back straightaway here in the turn. And number 3, Moyer once again going to dive it down to the bottom, trying to find a little bit more moisture maybe And then the number 1 machine of Brewer. Meanwhile, up on the extreme top, that's racing Jason Salter. He moves himself into position number 3, and he is setting sail for those other guys. Oh,
No!
contact! Lots of contact going on. Moncurn, the 69 involved.
David Brewer, he has been a pinball tonight in that red 69. First time he brought that race car out, he won a race. And it's been good luck for him ever since, until he got to Mechanicsburg here tonight. That car is, I don't know if he's involved in every wreck, but where the spin has happened, that red car hasn't been too far. I don't think much of it has been of his own doing. Looks like the racetrack just kind of narrowed up, and he just kind of got squeezed out of room. He got in the back of the 36, which is kind of tough to tell from over here. That looks like what it is. All right,
Definitely
Jack's
really
got
tough to
the
tell.
J-Max Journeys full velocity instant replay for us. Yeah, Brewer into the back of Moncurn sends the 36 car for a spinner. Rudy, that was wrecking 3rd, 4th, and 5th, so it's going to reset. It's a good idea. Let's take a look-see and say hello to our buddy Jeff Brunner, iRacing iFlag. You want to get an iFlag today? Well, here's how. All right, well, we thank Jeff Brown of iRacing iFlag. Get a hold of one of those today, and I believe Jack's iFlag has just blinked as green because we get the green flag back in the air. Alex Brewer leading, Kyle Moyer, now Jason Salter, John Moncurn, and Jim Revis are top 5. Brewer leads. We got a couple of new contenders coming. We're 3 wide for second there on a 4.
A lot of contenders there for that second spot. Is Jason Salter down to the inside. John Moncurn up to the extreme top shelf of the Speedway, trying to make something happen there in car number 36. And then you got the 10 again of Salter still up alongside that number 11 of Kyle Moyer. Moyer now slides up the track to 36, pounds the outside wall just a tad bit there. Now leaving any turn. Not leaving any turn to be able to get down the track there. So definitely for the 36 of John Moncurn, struggling just a little bit up on the top shelf of the Speedway. He loses 3 or 4 positions there, Phil. Moncurn definitely going to have to try to fight his way back up there. We'll see what's going to happen.
Hit that wall enough, if you're going to break something, and wall riding may become a real thing. And the more you hit it, the less that car is going to turn. I'm not sure you can hold it wide open either. So we'll keep an eye on John Moncurn, the number 36 car, who riding back there, running for the 5th spot. Alex Brewer, he is checked out up front again. But this race for second has been a good one. Kyle Moyer is there. Jason Salter is there. Josh Peacock has somehow entered the fight back there as well. 61 car running in 4th, and he looking for room. He looks to the middle this time as we hit turn 3.
Looking through the middle there is you're watching Josh Peacock really starting to turn it up a notch or two in the number 61 machine up to the outside of the Speedway. As Alex Brewer still way up top there, Phil, and you can see like he shot out of a cannon off those corners down the back straightaway. But Jason Salter still holding on to the second spot. Here comes Peacock now to the outside of the 11 of Kyle Moyer. Side by side for that 3rd spot. Salter definitely a little bit slower too than Josh Peacock. We'll see if Salter gets it turning out there. And car number 10 is Peacock now again trying to the outside, but Moyer not going away. And Jim Revis loving that inside wall a lot here tonight, Phil. He gives another love tap down there.
Almost like he wants to take it out for ice cream. He's hit that thing enough times. And
his new truck.
Yeah, his truck's fantastic.
yeah, that thing did come out sweet. Certainly did. And Jim's out there. He left the truck in the infield. He brought the race car out. And front end looks a little wrinkled up on there. So 21 car keeps rolling. Brewer continuing to lead. Salter now up to the second spot. The race is down for the third spot. Peacock and Moyer continue to fight it out. Give the advantage to the 61 car as he'll peak away there by a few car lengths over in 3.
A few different car lengths going on there. Is number 11 down to the inside as Peacock was able to get around. Peacock now going to the outside around racing and Jason Salter, at least trying to get that momentum built up. And car number 61 is Moyer now takes advantage of that inside groove. Able to pull back up alongside the number 61 down the back straightaway here in the turn at number 3. As Peacock now up against the wall, that right rear almost touching the outside wall. He gets the momentum though off of turn number 4, moves himself back into position number 3, and sets his sights on the number 10 of Jason Salter.
Salter going to have to play some defense here as the 61 car up to the top side. Can anybody chase down Alex Brewer? They are running out of time to get it done, Todd, because I see the starter starting to do a dance. He's going to put that full fist of knuckles with his fingers extended out to the sky. We got 5 laps remaining here in Williams Grove.
5 laps remaining here, and here comes Salter now losing a little bit of momentum, and that allowed the 61 of Peacock to the second spot. Is now Peacock going to set sail maybe and try to track down the number 1 of Alex Brewer and try to rain on his parade here tonight, Phil, as he tries to double it down here on the Wednesday night street fights. Last week's winner looking to win here tonight at Williams Grove Speedway, Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. 4 to go at the line.
4 laps remain. Hey to Mike Sheffield out there watching. And thank you, buddy, for the stars as he throws it down with stars. I think it's a good segue into a Sheffield graphics on board look there, Todd. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. Sheffield graphics going on board there. See what car Jack picks. Jason Salter were on board there, battling it out, looking for any way around Josh Peacock. Is Peacock really making love to the outside wall, but it seems to not be affecting him here. Those guys trying to track down Alex Brewer.
And they're running out of time to do so as Brewer's car is kind of on cruise control. Leads by 5 car lengths out of 2. It feels like a whole lot longer than larger than that, doesn't it? As he's been up there kind of just kind of gliding right now. We watch this race taking on back here for 2. A couple of old buddies there with Salter and Peacock going at it for that second spot. Can anybody run down Alex Brewer? Well, they're going to have 2 more trips around to get it done.
2 more trips around. Popsicle sticks up in the air as Josh Peacock down to the extreme inside. He's found something down there. We'll see if he's going to be able to track down Alex Brewer. He's got to go where Alex Brewer is not, but I think he's just not going to have enough time, Phil. He's got a lengthy lead over .550, was .783 last time by. We'll see what's going to happen here. See if Peacock going to be able to maintain that distance or maybe even close it. His white flag comes out for the number 1 of Alex Brewer.
White flag is in the air. 1 more trip around the half-mile Williams Grove Speedway for the Heartland Harley Davidson number 1 car. Alex Brewer down the back chute and heading into turn number 3 and 4. He's got some distance between himself. The 61 car of Peacock, who looks like he may have Jason Salter laid there for second. But off of turn number 4, the checkered flag in the air. Alex Brewer goes back-to-back, winning Wednesday night street fights.
Second going to go to the 61 of Josh Peacock. Third, that's Jason Salter. Fourth going to be Kyle Moyer. Jim Revis going to complete the top 5. Mitchell Enos in the 097. Sixth, 7th will be David Brewer in the 69. Kevin Prettyman going to be 8th. John Moncurran having had a whale of a run, but ended up finishing 9th. 10th will be Henry Jones, and Derek Fedkin. We're 40 laps down. We'll finish in the 11th spot there, Phil, in car number 86.
All right, well, that does it here for the racing action, but it is time to head over to the Discord. We'll do the post-race show presented by BladeNo.com. I hope you'll take the plunge with us here as well, live on your source for esports racing. Back here live, the Full Velocity Racing Network post-race show presented by BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. Web hosting, VPS servers, dedicated servers, they do it all. Check them out today over at BladeNode.com and use promo code BLADE10. Get 10% off your first subscription over there and tell them at the gang from Full Velocity sent you. They will be very happy to hear that, as we are happy to have the post-race. Tonight's big winner here at Williams Grove will be the driver of that number 1 car, Alex Ford. Josh Peacock in for 2 and back on the podium here on the network. It has been forever since we have talked to you about Trash Panda Graphics number 10, Mr. Jason Salter, finishing up 3rd there tonight. First of all, it is dang good to see you, buddy. How the heck are you?
Well, we're overcoming adversity over here. Every time I go to make a race, some kind of storm comes through and knocks my power out, so I never get to run nothing anymore. But it feels good to actually go to finish a race.
Certainly was. In a racetrack like Williams Grove that we have seen you race on hundreds of times here before, a slick racetrack. This one almost felt like it was going to be a race that was all about Jason Salter there tonight. I'm surprised you're not up there Victory Lane, but tell us about your run. You like this place when it gets slick, don't you?
Oh yeah, I love rolling the bottom here. It never did quite come in the way I wanted it to, but it was still pretty quick down there. I got to where I was pushing really hard going in on the top, and then Josh got past me, and I could kind of see what I was doing wrong, and I think I had a little bit more speed towards the end of the race, but by then it was a little too late. Alex pretty much had it covered.
He did. When Alex got out front, I knew it may be a short night for everybody. Is that guy somehow this track, slick track, Alex is really good, but you guys are all really good, Jason. It is awesome to see you back here on the post-race show there, buddy. I'm not sure you remember how this one works. I'll give you the mic here one more time. Let you get a shout out to whoever out there maybe watching us.
I like to thank everybody out there watching, Trash Panda Graphics, X91 Motorsports. Thank Jim and them for letting us come out here and run. Thanks for getting my laps back after my computer did some stupid stuff at the beginning there. And thank FVRN for putting on an excellent broadcast as usual.
We are very happy to have this guy back with us, if only for one night. And we were going to see him last night too, but good to hear the name Jason Salter back here on the FVRN airwaves. Congratulations to him, a 3rd place run. Let him go. We'll see if we can't run down here and see if we can't catch up the guy. And this one may get interesting. I'm sure he heard us last night, but we're going to pull him in. Tonight's 2nd place finisher with the JP Designs, number 61, Josh Paycock. You hear that? Paycock. You hear what Todd did to you last night? The pay window was open. Here comes Josh Paycock. What's up, Josh? Good run tonight there, brother.
I appreciate it, man.
But tell us about this race. 50 laps around. We did see a lot of yellows here. It's kind of, I want to say, typical of Williams Grove, but it's a feast or famine track, I think, for everybody out there. Your car seemed to get faster as the night went on. Good setup. Anything we could change to chase Brewer down? He was really good. But you and Jason had a good race, really, really good race there late. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, if there's one thing I go back change, it'd be not stepping on it. I know the first time I got into David Brewer, I didn't think I was actually close enough to hit him. I have to go back and watch it. But regardless, I got into him the first time. I went to the back, got a new race car, and then I got up behind him again. Like I was just telling Alex, I don't know if his car went away or what, but like he started half spinning in the center of the corner, and I just couldn't get checked up enough and ended up falling back to the rear again. But yeah, we had a bad fast race car. Like I was telling Alex, I was really hoping to see one of them late race cautions come about to see if I had anything for him. But yeah, this is definitely a fun race.
Certainly was. When these tracks get slickened off, you guys get really, really good on the top of your game. Man, you and Jason had a good race. You and Jim were at it for a little while. I mean, when you run all the laps you guys do all together, we've seen you guys run thousands of laps out there now. The comfort level, having these guys around you, knowing you can trust them all to sail the cars in, and if you make contact, it's a rare mistake for you all. That's going to be a really good boost of confidence, knowing that the guy behind you, the guy near you, the guy in front of you, you're all going to race each other really clean. That's going to be great.
Yeah, like I've said, a lot. You got to be comfortable with the people you're racing around here, because everybody's going to drive this track a different way. They're either going to, some use the brake, some use a lot of brake, some don't use any and just let the car roll in the corner. I mean, it's definitely good, when you're comfortable with the guys you're racing around, knowing you're not going to dive off in the corner and clean somebody out, or the same happened to you. Like I said, I do want to apologize to David Brewer, though. I really didn't mean to get into him and ruin his night.
It was net code. I think you go back and see there's a little bit of bad net code there. If iRacing says it doesn't have it, we've seen it there tonight. But Josh, awesome job as always, brother. A podium finish once again. You know how the next bit works. Take the microphone away and thank the peeps out there that are watching.
Yeah, we keep piling on these seconds, but yeah, I'd like to thank all my teammates at Bullbeard Motorsports. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Tim Cummings, CCM Custom Graphics and Engraving. I'd like to give a shout out to J-Max. Check him out on Facebook at J-Max Journeys, Jonathan's Journeys. And also check him out at jmaxstrong.com. And I'll give a shout out to you guys, being on the race car, Full Velocity Race Network, and everything y'all do. Putting on phenomenal broadcasts as always. I'll give a shout out to Steve Bigler, Traction by Boosted. If you're around the Chicago area and need any sort of tire solution, definitely hit him up on Facebook at Traction by Boosted. And I'll give a shameless plug to JP Designs, putting his badass wrap on the car, and Jim and everybody, keeps this series going. And I'll have a blast coming out running with these guys. And everybody out there watching.
All right, well, here he is, folks, the driver of the JP Design 61, our buddy Josh Peacock, a second place run here tonight at the Grove. Will let him go, and it's time for me to take this thing and send it down into the winner's circle, into bladenode.com victory lane, where I believe Todd has caught up with our winner. Back-to-back wins here in Street Fights for Mr. Alex Brewer.
Yeah, back-to-back wins here for Alex Brewer. This time here, coming from the back here at Williams Grove Speedway, Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Good run there, Alex. Had to hold off hard-charging guys right behind you. Josh Peacock, those guys kept trying to the extreme bottom, and they were trying to catch you there, Alex, but it just seemed like you had what it took here to win tonight. Tell us a little bit about your race.
I had to start in the back, and it's when you start in the back, it's really hard to get around these guys. I mean, they're all really good at racing, and I just wanted to run the top, and it worked out really well for me. And after that last restart, I went up a little more and got into the loose dirt, and that was even faster for me. So it all worked out pretty good for me.
Fantastic finish for you there, Alex. Like I said, back-to-back wins here. That's not something easy to do here on Wednesday Night Street Fights. These guys are all top-notch competitors here for the street stock division. Definitely speaks volumes over here tonight. Again, Alex, but I'm going to give that microphone. The floor is all yours. You can think who would like to thank here tonight. There's some guys out there watching here this evening.
Yeah, I got to thank Team Dirt Warrior, Eric Eichstead for the wrap on the car, my dad for all the help he with the steering wheel and stuff, my wife for letting me race, and you guys for broadcasting.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, taking down the big W here tonight at the Williams Grove Speedway. That's the driver number one, Alex Brewer, making a back-to-back victories here. And the Junk Fabrication Wednesday Night Street Fights. Thank you so much for Junk Fabrications to coming aboard. Thank you for Alex Brewer taking some time out of his schedule and wanting to be interviewed, because last couple of interviews I've done, Phil, nobody showed up.
Wow, well, I've had pretty good attendance here the last couple of nights. I can't say Monday. We saw the winner last Monday night, but yeah, you had the whole top three last night. So, hey, it's getting better. All things trending up, right? Everybody, keep the spirit good, keep the vibe going, and we will see you back here live next time on the Full Velocity Racing Network. From my partner Todd Stanton, for Jack Chu and all his work, for Jeff Brown, all the gang here that make up FVRN. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you back here live tomorrow night. We're somewhere. We're running Speed 51 tomorrow night there, the East-West Modified Tour presented by SidsView.com. We'll be there 9:30 p.m. as well. Hope you'll be there live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Good night.